Right guys, okay, so here we are. We're in Bradford. We're on a Thornbury test route. We've just come onto the dual carriageway and we're doing 50 because that's the maximum speed limit here. So we're on our way to Bradford and this is the end of your driving test. So you need to move into the lane on the right. That's the first thing. So mirrors, signal, regular mirror checks. Once you think it's safe, you slide across. Once you've slid across, look in your mirrors, make sure it's all safe and nobody's flying up the road or flying down the road. So now what you've got to do, you've got to go into the first lane of Bradford or the second lane of Bradford. Now you can only get into them lanes from the lane on the right. So you can only do it from this lane. You cannot do it from that lane. It must be only from this lane behind this white van that's ahead of us. So there's Bradford, right turn on roundabout, and we stay in this lane. Now you can either go into the center lane or the lane on the right, it doesn't matter. If we go into the lane on the left, it means you need to contend with the people coming from the opposite side. You'll see in a few seconds. So we're in our lane. Everything looks good. Make regular right mirror checks. So you want to look in that mirror quite often and look behind you and see what's happening. Then you want to check out the cars to see what's going on. Any motorcyclists, any cyclists that are filtering. And just see what's going on. See what driver behaviour is. Then you want to be looking up there. You want to be seeing what's going on over there. See if any of them cars slow down, like that black car, the white car, the other white car, the red car. You want to see them as well. So now that we're in this lane, we need to signal right to show people what our intention is. We follow the road round. We stay in the centre lane, which is behind this black Ford Focus, whatever the thing is. As we follow the road round, we end up in lane 1, and that says Bradford. Now you need to make sure these guys don't fly into your lane. So you need to look to your left over here, and then in here, over here, here. Now you see that car is going to fly into this lane. Now this is the only problem with that slip road that comes in before the first exit left. Because what these guys do is they just fly straight into your lane. Sometimes they fly in because there's a car parked in this lane ahead of us. Now we're going to move back into this left lane now. So we check our mirrors, signal, blind spot check if you're going slow enough. Then you cancel your signal, look ahead, look in all your mirrors, make sure it's good, and then you carry on once it's safe to do so. And that, guys, is how we do that junction. So it's important that you remember my man in his Toyota Auris whipping in Bradford. So he's on a slip road. Now he knows he needs to move into the centre lane to go into Bradford. So what he's doing, he's making the centre lane as fast as he can. But he's not considering you moving across, coming into lane 1 to go back to the test centre. Because as far as he's concerned, you do that after Lala's banqueting hall. Because that's when he does it. He does 30 driving, so he expects you to change lanes when he does. Now usually, if you look carefully, you can see that red car. And if you zoom, you'll see that lots of cars are turning left here. This is the only problem with this lane. See that white car at the top of the road? So everyone turns left, and that's why taxi drivers usually stay in that lane, middle lane, then they come into this lane after Lala's. Lala's banqueting hall or wedding hall, whatever it's called, is this place here, by the way. Apparently the grub's good as well though. So after here, and you can see it over here, because this is the final left turn on this road before the McDonald's and before the roundabout. So people usually from here slide across, and they do that at a sheer convenience. They don't want to continuously keep slowing down in this lane. The next thing you got to worry about, guys, on your Thornbury test route, is if these lights go red, you would stop at the first line here. And if you can't stop here, look at this lorry, look at where he stops. He stopped at the second line. So we stopped at the first line because our car was capable and it's easy enough to stop. The lorry stopped at the second line there, at the secondary traffic lights that you can see here, And these are primarily made for these guys to come out over here and they'd stop at these lights. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand. And if you like it, then like it, guys. And if you don't like it, tell me why you don't. Thank you very much for watching. Follow us for more content.